Hello everybody, Dale Sheldon here with the Daily Dale. I'm going to do a journal post today because I'm actually running out of Dear Abby style questions for Flash Gen. I only have one more, so if anyone out there has some questions, please let me know. And so God, I don't even know what today is. It's April 29th, Saturday. I think it's about 9:20 p.m. I'm on like day 6 of working back to back, so I'm pretty exhausted. I know last night's video was not up to my normal energy level. But after work today, I stopped in at Hollywood and picked up a couple of boxes for a project that I've been working on for years. A friend, Marguerite, just moved out of state, and she's donated her playbills from different shows to my archive. So I've been working on this archive of playbills for at least 5-6 years now. Have several thousand. We don't know exactly how many. It's maybe around 10,000 pieces of material dating from now back to the 1750s and from about a dozen different countries. The idea is that we're eventually going to put them into a big database online that's similar to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, but for live theater. And it's not just going to include Broadway or the West End. It's going to be everything. It includes high school productions, little community theater productions, touring productions, absolutely everything. And it's all cross-referenced. All the actors and the productions and the plays and the venues are all cross-referenced together. So it's a pretty huge project, which is why it's taking so long. It's going to be called StageArchive.com. I already own the URL. And it's just a matter of developing the site, which we're at least halfway there. Hopefully we'll finish it soon. It's really hard to say, to be honest. But I just got these 2 boxes. I haven't opened them yet, so I'm gonna go open them with you to find out what's in them. I always get excited because as a historian and a genealogist and someone who really truly loves theater, being an actor myself and having grown up on stage and having been in so many productions, I don't even know how many I've done, over 100 at least. This is really special and important to me. So I'm just gonna turn the camera around. I should turn the camera around because look, you're seeing my house behind me. I'm still clearly in the middle of renovation. You can see my ladder for painting, and look, the ceiling is only half painted. I have a lot of work to do in this house. But I'm gonna turn the camera around and we're gonna open these together and see what's inside. So, hopefully you didn't get too bad of a view of the rest of my terrible house right now. So there's 2 boxes. This one is really interesting, I think, because it says theater 43 to 73. But let's open this one first, and I think this one says 74, I assume, to present. Okay, let's open this one first. Pasadena Playhouse, quite a lot. This is Pasadena Playhouse, if you're not familiar, maybe you're on the East Coast, is a fantastic company in Pasadena, obviously. They were known, I remember when I moved to LA in '91, people were saying how it was the star factory, I think. You know, a lot of actors in the United States worked here in their early years. I believe Carol Burnett is on the board of directors or somehow otherwise highly involved. The second stage at Pasadena Playhouse is actually named after her late daughter. And I have already in our archive a collection that was owned by an early director of the Pasadena Playhouse in the 1920s and 30s, with materials going back to almost predating what is the modern Playhouse at, I believe it was called the Play Box in Pasadena in 1914. There are materials that even the Playhouse doesn't have anymore because they were closed for quite a while in the 1990s. So there's quite a few here. So this is going to be a great addition to what we already have for the Playhouse. Here's the Glendale Center Theater. These are fantastic because, I mean, anyone can get Broadway playbills anywhere. But these other professional companies that are regional theaters can be a little bit more difficult to find. So we've got, looks like quite a lot of Pasadena Playhouse. That's fantastic. That is really going to be wonderful. These are some great shows too. I Do. Oh, The Last 5 Years. I love that musical. Private Lives. Hair. What is this? This is Performing Arts Magazine, 2001. The Wadsworth Theater. The Wadsworth Theater. That sounds familiar, but I'm not personally familiar with it. It might be the theater at UCLA, I think, but I might be mixing it up. Performing Arts Magazine, 2001. Oh, this is the Amundsen. 3 at the Amundsen. Amundsen is also LA, so these are a lot of Pasadena Playhouse again. Amundsen, a lot of LA theater. This is fantastic because we don't have a lot of LA theater yet, which is odd considering I live in Los Angeles. Rapunzilla. Rapunzilla. Occidental Children's Theater. The Monster with the Golden Hair. Occidental College Hillside Amphitheater, July 6th. Doesn't say a year. Huh. I don't even know where Occidental College is. So this is one that I'll have to search. The Trotton Women. Department of Theater. This is Occidental College as well. Perhaps our kind friend who donated these was a part of this company in college. Might have to ask her. East West Players, very good company. Follies, great show. Jazzwood Productions, 1993. I'm not familiar with that, and I have to look that one. The Colony, great company in Burbank. When is this from? Oh, it's celebrating 25 years. Huh, okay. I don't want to spend too much time looking at any one thing to make this a ridiculously long. The Hyatt Newporter Resort, Newport Beach. Jazz West Coast 2. So there's actually some jazz stuff in here as well, which is fine. You know, we're not turning away anything. I mean, we do focus on plays and musicals. Glendale Center Theater, another great company, obviously in Glendale. Here's Occidental, Our Town. I was in a production of Our Town in Pacific Palisades when I was a kid. Feet Speak, 98. And a lot more of these. Oh, the Alex. I love the Alex. I performed at the Alex with with GMCLA, the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles. And great theater. This looks like Pasadena Playhouse again. It is. See down here. Might be able to, if that focuses. There, right there. That's what the Playhouse looks like. It was built in 1928, I think. Can't remember the exact year. Lamb's Players Theater. That sounds familiar. Show People. That's at the Alex as well in Glendale. The Abbey. Pasadena Civic. There's a lot of great stuff in here. This is fantastic. So I have to give her a big, huge thank you for donating these. I just want to dig in a little bit more and see what else is in here. Theater Americana. Not familiar with Theater Americana. And in cooperation with Los Angeles County Department of Parks and Recreation. So it's somewhere in LA. Let me try to get a better seat here. Legs are cramping a little bit. Tahunga Tanzi. Hillside Repertory Company, Occidental Theater. to find out where Occidental is, because she's got a lot of early 90s stuff from there. Occidental, 1992, Thorn Hall, Pasadena Playhouse, 1989. I'm assuming Occidental is somewhere in LA, but it could be really anywhere. The Pasadena Pops, 1991. Oh, it's at the Civic, Pasadena Civic Auditorium. That's what that looks like. Oklahoma. 1987, Grand National Irish Fair Music Festival. Huh, that looks pretty cool. Program, Seattle Repertory, The Miser, Occidental College, 1990. Performing Arts Magazine, I have quite a few of these. Pasadena Civic, Strike Up the Band. But these are great because, I mean, I said I have quite a few of these. That's not really correct. I have some of these. We maybe have 20 or 30 of Performing Arts Magazine. But they are, they range all for theater companies and productions across Los Angeles, possibly across the United States. I'm not really sure. Pasadena Playhouse again. Mail. Now I haven't heard of this show. Might be interesting. Oh, let's see what this is. There's a folder. Quality control. Oh, maybe this wasn't supposed to be here. Oh, the Greek. This is cool. Oh, 1960. This actually predates what the box is supposed to be. The Greek Theater. Royal Danish Ballet, 1960. The Philadelphia Auditorium Floor Plan. Let's see, what is this? 1958, Philharmonic Auditorium. So it's not really a program, but it's neat. Oh, this was in LA. I am not familiar with this. Olive Street and 5th, Los Angeles. It's downtown. What is this? The Greek again? Oh, Finian's Rainbow at the Greek. Summer season of 1951. That's cool. Let's see if there's anyone interesting in the cast list, if that will... Okay. Recognize any names? James Patton sounds familiar. Robert Pitkin. Could be. I'll have to look up some of these individuals. That's a great show at the Greek. You don't see plays there all the time. Bus Stop, 1958 at the Playhouse. Pasadena Playhouse. The Greek, The Mikado. Gilbert and Sullivan Opera. Fantastic. I did it when I was a kid. New York City Ballet at the Greek Theater, 1953. Pasadena Playhouse, The Marriage Go Round, 1961. Very nice. Oh, these are old style ones. This is the Biltmore Theater. The Biltmore Theater, where was that? Theater Guild presents Allegro. Was the Biltmore in LA? Whoever had this circled a few names: William Ching, Roberta Janae, and James Jewell. William Dial sounds familiar. I don't know where this theater is, though. Oh, 5th and Olive. So that's in LA. Or it was in LA. Guys and Dolls at the Philharmonic. I think it's the same theater. Wasn't that the same address? Olive and 5th. Biltmore, 520 West 5th Street. Ballet Theater. These we have to be very careful with. So this is 1951. Sadler's Wells Theater Ballet. South Pacific at the same venue, Philharmonic Auditorium. 1952. Webb Tilton. Cool, cool. 7-Year Itch. So these are fantastic. Ah, this is perfect. Great stuff. Greek Theater, 1969. Okay, let's switch hands. That's from this camera, actually, when I bought it recently. Arms and the Man. What is that? Hillside Repertory at Occidental. If that will... There we go. What else do we got in here? Encore Magazine, Ring. I'm not familiar with this show. Have to look that one up. And there's a lot of other performing arts magazines. Wow, there's so much in here. That's incredible. Really, really great. Playbill for the Schubert Theater in Century City. Was there a Schubert in Century City? Let's see what we can find on this. Schubert Theater at the ABC Entertainment Center in Century City. That's here in Los Angeles. Wasn't even aware there was a Schubert in LA. The Royal Shakespeare Company production of... Oh, was that Leonard Nimoy? I didn't even notice. Leonard Nimoy, Sherlock Holmes. A play by Arthur Conan Doyle and William Gillette. Huh. Cool. Leonard Nimoy. Do we have a date on this? I'm sure there's one on the inside. Oh, it might be 76. It says it up there. Me and My Girl. This is the Civic Light Opera at Dorothy Chandler. 1986. I don't want to go digging too much more because we still have this whole other box. What is this? Ooh. Oh, another performing arts magazine. Sugar. Cool. And let's just look at whatever is back here. Not sure what those are. Man and Superman, Occidental College. Okay, that is really, really great stuff. I'm going to put all that back in just a moment, but let's open up 1943 to 1973, which might not be correct because this was mixed up as well. We found some pre-1974 playbills in there. And Sweeney Todd, one of my favorite shows. This was at Occidental College, 2001. I also did this one when I was a kid. She Stoops to Conquer, 1999, Occidental. Oh, these are a little different, I see. Here's the Mikado at Hillside Repertory. What is this? Ooh. Oh, it's Pasadena Playhouse again. Oh, lots of Pasadena Playhouse. You know, we're on track for almost having a complete collection of programs for the Pasadena Playhouse. This is incredible. Sister Act. Fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. These look like they're more performing arts magazine. Los Angeles Civic Light Opera, 1776. Great show. Oh, these are a little bit more organized. Playbills for the Ivar Theater. It's also here in LA, 1964. Don't have any for that one yet. So those are firsts. These are more plays. Oh, Playgoer. I remember that. Pasadena Civic Auditorium, 1962. Fantastic. And Los Angeles Civic Light Opera. That looks like Queen Elizabeth. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Regimental Band of the Coldstream Guards and the pipes, drums, and dancers of the Queen's own Cameron Highlanders, 1960 Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yves Montand. Mary Stewart. So those are concerts. What do we got here? Oh, Huntington Hartford. Great little company here in LA. I think they're still around. I can't recall. Hollywood Bowl. That's neat. 1955. I was just drove by the Hollywood Bowl today. Got stuck in their traffic. Velázquez y Procuna. Los Triunfadores en España. Huh. Cool. To find out where this is. Ciro's nightclub. Familiar with that. I have to find out where that is. That's really cool. Porgy and Bess. Who doesn't love Porgy and Bess? Greek again. New Faces of 1952. I have something like this from Broadway with Eartha Kitt, and I think this is the same. It is. If you look right there, wait, if it focuses, hold on. Come on. Focus, camera, focus, you can do it. There, you can see her. That is Eartha Kitt in 1952. This is what brought her into stardom. New Faces of 1952, a musical review. This is on Broadway, and I have the original playbill from Broadway. There's a few other people in here that you might recognize. I can't remember his name, but this gentleman here, I think he was a comedian. This lady here did several movies in the 1950s. Also forgot her name. Eartha Kitt, I believe, is by far the most famous. Oh, and this guy. If it will focus. You recognize him? 1952. You might not recognize him. He was on the Hollywood Squares a lot later. Incredibly quick-wit comedian. That is Paul Lynde. See it. His name is right there. Paul Lynde. This is very cool. Let me see if this was in LA. I don't know if they toured this show. I wasn't aware if that they had. So it talks about Eartha Kitt. Alan Conroy, June Carroll, Robert Clary. Oh, that's that guy, Clary. Let's see. So this actually goes into more detail than the program that I already had, which is pretty cool. Here's Paul Lynde. It's a really nice picture of him. Introducing Paul Lynde. Paul is from Mount Vernon, Ohio. He's a graduate of Northwestern. Writes his own specialty material and has appeared in New York at Spivey's Roof, number 1 Fifth Avenue, and the Players Club. So I'm trying to see. Doesn't see if this was. I mean, everything in these boxes seem to be from LA. So I'd be surprised if this wasn't. But it looks like it's a souvenir program, which could have been offered both in New York and LA if they toured this. So there we go. A really fantastic collection. I'm going to have to send a thank you to Marguerite. and that's it. So that's all for tonight. Again, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video if you liked it. If I get more of these, I'll post these as well, because I do like to share these with everyone, show what we're doing. Maybe I'll make one of these videos of some of the things that are already in our collection that are really interesting. Maybe some of the things from the 18th century. And we have some things from some stock companies in the United States in the 1880s as well, which are pretty cool. And I guess that's it. Thanks. Have a good night. Bye-bye.